Guruji, I want to read out something that Krishnaji says about attention.
Okay.
Attention is a strange thing. We never look, but through a screen of words, explanations, and prejudices. We never listen, save through judgments, comparisons, and remembrances. The very naming of the flower or the bird is a distraction. The mind is never still to look, to listen. The moment it looks, it's off in its restless wanderings. In the very act of listening, there is an interpretation, recollection, and enjoyment, and attention is denied. The mind may be absorbed by the thing it sees or listens to, as a child is by a toy, but this is not attention.
Right.
Nor is concentration attention, for concentration is the way of exclusion and resistance. There is attention only when the mind is not absorbed by an inward or outward idea or object. Attention is the complete good. Can you explain this a bit more in detail, Guruji, in terms of what is attention? How? No, it's not even how. How does one view attention?
Okay. See, the human being has got two faculties. One faculty is in the forefront. It's the celebrated faculty called mind, which we have decided to call consciousness. It's always dynamic, changing, and responding to influences which come as influx into it. And then there is a more deeply nestled faculty, which is awareness. Now, the faculty of consciousness has got these streaming thoughts and streaming feelings, streaming likes and streaming dislikes, and all of that. But whereas attention cannot be described at all, because nothing is going on there. It is just stillness, it is just silence. You don't even know if it is appropriate for us to call that as a faculty which we have. It is so subtle and it is so much in the background, and it is so intangible to perception because it's not a sense object, that you will wonder how to celebrate this faculty or how to cognize this faculty and give it a name and give it importance and recognize its function in life. It has got a definite function. Now, the scriptures celebrate it as the Atma and Shiva, the silent faculty. It is silent, it is mute. And then the dynamic movement in consciousness, which we call mind or consciousness, that is considered to be the consort of that silent faculty, Shiva. So this is called Shakti. This is also the creation of Shiva only. But this is the creation of a dynamical aspect of it, which has got a fundamental nature of showing everything in duality. Whereas the source, that stillness, which is completely intangible, and we are thinking we can get hold of it like an object, like we can get hold of a tree, we can get hold of the handlebar of a bicycle, we can get hold of a cell phone. We are thinking that we can get that, but it is essentially who we are behind the mind, as stillness, as silence, as nothing. Now, as nothing, let's underline that, as nothing. Now, will we be ready, will you be ready and prepared to acknowledge that the stillness which is there, which is seemingly of no consequence or seemingly even non-existent, that gives you, it is that which gives you a sense of life, a kind of a sense of serene life or calm life or still life. And that is somehow, you sense it to be superior and the source more than the turbulent mind. Will you go so far as to say that? You'll go so far. But you do cognize that faculty, submerged faculty is there.
Yes.
Submerged under the mind.
Yes.
Under the mind. Now, that's natural function is attention. Its natural function is intelligence. And the traditional term is Atma. The etymology of the Sanskrit term Atma, it means breath actually. Because it's tied up with breath, it's tied up with life, and it's the life giver. And it is intelligence, it is awareness. And if you have a problem in life, you can solve that problem using the intangible faculty of attention, the attention-giving faculty of the Atma or awareness, or you can solve the problem using the apparatus of the mind, which is thought, etc. You can solve the problem by thinking, by thing, but you have not heard of the proposition that a problem in life, either in my day-to-day life or in the professional life, can be solved not by the mind by thinking, but by the awareness whenever the mind is quiet. Is that proposition? How do you take that proposition?
Can you repeat this again?
Okay. See, you've got two powerhouses with you. Now, one is a manifest powerhouse. It's the powerhouse of the mind.
Yes.
You start to think, you start to plan, you do logical thinking and all. Another powerhouse is submerged under the mind, is very invisible, and it is very intangible. It does not have color, name, shape, form, nothing. But it is just awareness, it's just intelligence. You don't even know, you might vote for that being awareness, but you may not have discovered that awareness is intelligence. So you have that submerged faculty. Now, if one has a problem in life, one can bring that problem to that submerged faculty of awareness, which is attention-giving faculty, and solve that problem. Or one can dispose of the problem by handing over the problem to the mind, and the mind by thinking may also solve it. Now, Krishnaji's whole new paradigm is, he's telling, hand over all the things you have, let the submerged faculty deal with it. That's the new paradigm. That's the new paradigm. Awareness. That awareness has got amazing, it appears to be absent. It is actually presence. It appears to be not even in existence. Okay? It is so much in the background, behind the mind, under the mind, that you won't even vote with me to say that, I vote that it exists.
No, the problem, Guruji, is I do not know of other people. Many times I've realized that language and words are big barriers.
Absolutely.
Because the moment you say attention and the moment you say awareness, depending on what we've learned, it means some action from our side.
No.
But that's how people have understood it.
We have got to unlearn.
For example, in school, pay attention.
Right.
You're told, it's drilled into you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which means you have to do something. But so actually that has become a handicap for people.
No, I think in that, like in German language, they say, Achtung bitte. Achtung, attention, please. I mean, every time somebody wants to draw your attention in a conference, they say, attention, please.
Yeah.
Now, it's extremely significant because that attention, please, is possible not from the mind, but from the submerged faculty, because its very nature is to be perpetually attentive, because it's timeless, it's awareness, it's intelligence.
What we've not been taught is it's a call to cease other activity. Not the call to do something.
It's a call to be silent in the mind.
Yeah.
Call to be silent in the mind.
But that's not how we've understood it.
Well, it's a kind of ad hoc thing, this attention please.
Yes.
So nobody thought much about it. But it's a very, very potent thing when you say, give me your attention, means let your awareness look at this. That's what it actually means. Now, we have got to experiment with this and see if we can hand over a problem not to the thinking mind, but to the still awareness, and see what happens.
I want to share a personal anecdote here, which I've shared with you before. In the normal life, in my office work, it has happened to me once where we were negotiating with somebody else, and we hit a dead end, and both sides didn't know what to do and how to resolve it. After actively engaging and thinking through, we broke off that evening, went back home, and I realized that I've come to a dead end, and my known faculties, I'm not able to get to a solution here.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And that night, I accepted that I don't have an answer. Because
Great.
before that, I've always been striving, trying to do something, do this, do that. And then I came to a stage where, no, there's nothing I can do. And I just, suddenly there was a relaxation mentally. Saying, I've done everything. It's not possible for me. And I stepped back from action. Strangely, the next day morning, a completely new idea came about, which was not from I cannot claim it as my effort.
Right.
Which resolved the issue.
Yeah.
So I can understand when you say that.
Yeah, you have given a very stunning example. Like that, there are examples in our lives. And if we pause, we will get them. Then the problem is kind of handed over to the other faculty, which is the bigger and the gigantic infinite faculty. But it is very self-effacing. It is nothing but stillness and reality and prajna. It is awareness. So it will solve it. And but the final communication of the solution will come in the wrapping of words and things. So, but it is not mental stuff. It's coming from there.
Thank you, Guruji.
That's what Krishnaji is alluding to. He's alluding to that. To say that I don't know and to be still, I think it's a tremendous blessing if anybody can say that and be still after that. Then the other thing is activated. It becomes possible. But unless and until you're struggling, doing, you don't give that a chance. When you shut down, you give it a chance. That's what the Master is saying.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.